Greetings everyone, welcome back. So, we are heading down because we were investigating the cult activity going on, and we found a book hinting at a secret meeting at level 4. So we need to go over there. Let me check if everything is in order. Yep. Had to make sure about the recording, but everything's fine. Because it seems that the cultists have kidnapped Shani, little girl from the Arx town city. Should try to get her back, because they do have a tendency to perform human sacrifices to Akbar. Kinda that's what they're all about. Which I guess gives him power. Oh, this is new.
You not mess with us, human!
I seem to remember something. I don't think that comes into play yet. There is a point where there are two groups of goblins and you can choose to help one or the other. So we've not been down here, but I did notice that we can go down here to level 4. So I'm guessing, quick save, I'm guessing this is the way we need to go. Abandoned mines. Yeah, this does look kind of culty, this place. Lock. No, we don't. I'm starting to remember something. I think that place might not actually be part of the cult. I'm wondering if this is the place where we start. 30 gold. Fishing rod. I don't think I ever tried using a fishing rod. Alright. So before recording I actually went back to the, well, I was still in the city. And I went back and baked some more apple pies and sold them for money. But I don't think I made all that much, actually. The thing is, I have enough flour. More goblins. But now I need more apples. Alright, let's try out our new sword.
Stay here! Fight!
It does... So this is a two-hander. It does take quite a bit longer to actually wind up. But I don't know. I don't think it's worth to carry those around. AC +3. Cheese. I don't know. I guess may as well. Gotta do it. No, hang on. Haha. blacksmith hammer. I can't see it though. Oh, there it is. So again, kind of a case of the code seems to be messing up a bit. I don't know if that's a problem on my end or kind of a Arx Libertatus problem, or just a remaining bug from the original game. I don't know. Oh. Yep. Which reminds me, I should probably mark that on my the map that I have. If I can figure out where I am on my own map. Because I've not really been to many places now, have I? I think I know where I'm at. Sort of. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Lock. And I think the other one's over here. Lock. I got right. Written it down. Need to keep track of this stuff. This goes down to level 5? No, I don't think so. But let's not go down here yet. No, it does. It says so on the map. Okay. Well. That's something, I suppose. Wait, that's not... I should put that on my map as well. There we go. Should probably pause the recording when I'm making notes on my map, but oh well. There you have it. Do we actually have more ways to go? Otherwise I'll be needing to go down anyway. So there is a mod on the Nexus, which I forget the name, which kind of tries to expand upon. It's kind of it's okay. We can go this way. Whoa. I think the goal that was set up with that mod was to actually. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he were to survive a hit with this weapon. It was meant to kind of expand on the game and make it less linear. Probably open up more ways to explore earlier on in the game. But I don't think it ever got to that. I think it as of now, just adds some armor and some small bits. So I didn't bother with it because it might mess with the kind of the intended balance of things. Also, I do believe that there is a bit of an exploit in the beginning of, well, I don't know if that's an exploit really, if you would call it that. Luckily I didn't see exactly how he did it, but otherwise I wouldn't do it anyway. But I do think that at the beginning of the game there does seem to be a way for you to get right after you escape the dungeon. You can get like probably one of the best armor sets in the game if you do a certain trick. But But I didn't see exactly how he did it. This is a video of someone playing the game just in one fell swoop, without commentary. But I kind of missed that part. But I noticed that right after the beginning, and just a few minutes in, he already had like super duper armor. That I don't think I even got playing halfway through the game, like I've done before. So yeah, that's something, I suppose. Seems a bit overkill to kill them with a big two-handed sword like this. Oh, come on. There we go. I will admit, I don't ever remember durability being that much of an issue with weapons. I don't think I've ever had something really break down. Then again, I've already spent quite a bit of money repairing stuff, so I like to keep stuff in good condition.
Here comes human.
In good condition. Oh, they set a trap. I did see that. Ooh. This seems relevant to cult activity. Yeah, keep up. Guessing they went this way. So I probably... I want to lose sight of them, but I don't want to spook them. All right. Very quiet. We are very bad at stealth, actually. I don't think it matters. Yeah. It sounds like Shiny. We're on the right track, it seems. Clunk.
Over there, you. Straight.
We're all done. Wait, I have spells. Come on. Backstab. No idea how, but I did. Ooh, you look dangerous. Well, not anymore. Necklace, gold coins. Should probably help that child, but... Life potion. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's eat something. There we go.
Carlo! Help me, please!
Sacrificial.
Locked.
None of them had a key on them, did they? I don't think so.
Locked.
Mommy!
Alright.
Mommy!
Just gonna run off then.
Carlo! Help me, please! Help me!
Yeah. I take it she just evaporates, right? Yeah. Alright, let's head back. Should probably stack up some more bolts. How did those work again? Magic missile. There we go. Can I do one more? I don't think so. No, three quick slots. Okay. Crystal caves. Right. Go up here. City of Arx. Who do we need to talk to, actually? Carlo, the king, Maria, probably all of them. Oh. Maria's pretty close. Which is Shiny's mother. Let's see, did she get home safe? Looks like it.
I am so happy you found Shani. I don't know how to thank you, traveler. We are far from rich, but maybe there's something here in my stall that you'd like in return. Please, take something with our blessing.
Questbook updated, object. I'm stuck.
Have a look in these chests and help yourself.
Raw. Vitae. Don't don't know if it's... Oh, you don't want these. Well. So yeah, she mentions that you can pick something up, but I don't think that's how that works. Yeah, we'll sell this stuff to you. That should be worth quite a bit. So this golden ring, silver ring. Do you buy this? No, you don't. Not too surprised. I need to go to the blacksmith for that. You do buy that one. There you go. I have this dagger. Which I kind of need to... I can sell one of them.
Yoo-hoo! I'm Shigar.
Yeah. Still kind of a weird thing that they chose to have that child give her a pitched voice. Honestly, I think just a grown woman doing a child's voice is less annoying or less weird than a artificially pitched voice. Or well, this one is done poorly, I guess. That might just be the problem. Well, since we're here, all right, we can go see Carlo. I'll sell you this one. I'll keep a nice one. Can have that. Right. See, I'm gonna hold on to these two because this one does give quite a bit of magic protection, which might come in handy at some point. Maybe. What does our quest log say, actually? Shiny is safe. I arrived just in time before she was sacrificed. That we did. Alright, Carlo should be here, maybe? Does he have anything to say?
Do you have anything to tell me about the rituals?
I have already told you everything I know, Arx Shigar.
Nope. Nope. Alright, let's go see the king then. Let's go speak to Lundshire. I'll cut through the church where they don't like me for some reason.
May the gods help you in your investigations.
Investigations? What? Then who am I supposed to speak to? There have been sacrificial rituals going on lately around the castle. The king wants me to find more about this. Apparently, it could be related to the murder of Falan or Replanix. I must question the kingdom's people. Okay. Guess we just need to keep going. Should we maybe speak to... which way was that, actually? Speak to that astronomer again. Is he back here? I don't think so. I don't quite remember. This is the kitchen, that I do know. This might be the... Yeah, that's the cells. Guess the other way. Should we speak to the snake lady? No. At least I don't think so. There's also the... Maybe... There's also the alchemist, I believe, back there. I don't know if they're relevant yet, although... I don't know. Well, he's still here.
What did the stars tell you?
If you would excuse me, I really do have many calculations to check and lots of horoscopes to prepare.
Yeah.
Lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a habit of calling them astronomers, but they're actually astrologists. Which I guess it's a fantasy setting, so... But yeah, astronomy is the actual science, astrology is hogwash, basically.
Well, well, a new face. No doubt the king sent you to me for advice. As you can see, I look after the kingdom's library. What can I do for you?
What you got going on here?
Wouldn't you have drawn this pentagram in blood?
Anyone who knows anything about the magic arts would know that this symbol protects us from the demon. Since our astronomer, Fallon Orbiplanix, was murdered, I can feel that something evil is hanging over the whole of Arx.
They do call them astronomers.
And what about these rituals? Who killed Orbiplanix?
Darkness pours from these rituals. The death of Fallon Orbiplanix has all the signs of black magic and its evil practices. Fallon was a good man, righteous and steadfast. I suppose he found out the truth about who is carrying out these rituals.
Yep, that he did.
Wisdom gazes down upon you from these shelves.
Book. The Order of Adernium by Evas Dirskew. The Guild of Travelers by the Sage Dormal. The Ancient Gods. Books. Know Your Gods and Demons. Theologian Raconus. Great Inventions of Arx by Erdrick Errol. The History of Arx. Mayu. Casmadian. Can we go here yet? Yeah, we can. Alright. Yeah, I remember this gentleman. The Magic of Potions and Enchanting by Cero Bizarrely. Is that him?
I am Felnor, alchemist of the kingdom, and friend of the late Fallon Orbiplanix.
Who was Fallon Orbiplanix?
Fallon was our astronomer. He died a few days ago. I think he was about to bring to light a terrible plan, but he never got time to say more about it.
I'm investigating the rituals and the death of Fallon Orbiplanix.
All I can tell you is that these two things are linked. I have here a note that Fallon gave me the day he died, in case anything happened to him. I never really understood what it meant. Maybe you will understand.
Object received, map updated. Piece of paper with a writing on it. 6 becomes 4 when you take the first from it. The first multiplied by the second makes the last, and the last multiplied by the first makes 16. And it said map updated. Yeah, I guessed as much. You have to go to his room. I'm gonna have to do math. Making your own potions is both easy and straightforward. All it takes is meticulousness and practice. Let's see, first you need to find an empty bottle. Next you need reagents. Each potion, crush it in fine powder. We know how to do that. Heat the mixture with a still. The potion is ready. Alright. Following mana potions. Blue powder. Antidote. Purple powder. Invisibility. White powder. Huh. Some bone powder. Where for? To enchant a weapon. Use a reagent on the item to ready it for enchanting. Now cast an enchant spell on the item to imbue it with magical properties. Infinite durability. I think I had those, didn't I? I think I just sold one of those rocks. Strength, powdered bone. Okay. Extra strength. Paralyze. Other reagents may also work, but this author takes no responsibility for accidental deaths. Orange powder for healing potions. Alright, we should probably make some of those. I think I'm going to take this book, actually. I hope you don't mind. We're on a very important mission here. So, if I put that in here. Yeah.
I do not yet have the skills to do that.
50 object knowledge. How much we got? I do not know if it will be worth. If it'll be worth the effort, honestly. I'm gonna leave this here.
If you find anything of interest in my laboratory, please don't hesitate to help yourself.
Oh well, if you say so. I'll take those. Huh. All right. I'll read those books some other time. Now I'm gonna check out that room. Wrong button. Right here. Observatory. Oh, hang on. I need to go through the royal chamber. one more moment. I could wear that, I think. Is it better than what I got? AC +5, yeah, it is better. No one seemed to mind. Should probably get some better armor as well, not just a better helmet. Alright, let's go see about his room. So I'm guessing it's this one? Yes. There we go.
Locked. Locked.
Still locked. Ah. What do you got there? Telekinesis. I'll take it. Alright. So let's read the note. Six becomes 4 when you take the first from it. So that is 2. The first multiplied by the second makes the last. Alright. So give me a moment while I pore over this. Alright, so I think I got it. I did not look this up, but I think it's pretty simple. Well, I think so. 6 becomes 4 when you take the first from it, so that is 2. The first multiplied by the second makes the last, and the last multiplied by the first makes 16. The first is 2, so that would be 8. And the first multiplied by the second makes the last, and the last is 8, so that means that the middle, the half of that, would be 4. So it should be 2, 4, 8, but do know.
Ah, here we are. Fallon's precious notebook. I think it is time to call the council together.
Oh, well, that was quick.
Very well. Now that all the members of the council are present, let us begin. Felnor, what have you found in Fallon Orbiplanix's notes?
Let me see. Fallon mentions something about the guard, Urzog. He says he saw him practicing dark rituals involving animal sacrifices. Perhaps it was Urzog who was behind Fallon's murder. Or perhaps it was even the high priest of the cult of Akbar. Oh, listen to this. I discovered the existence of a cult which wishes to invoke Akbar onto Arx.
Always suspicious of that Urzog. Guards, throw Urzog into the cells.
Felnor, who is this Akbar I heard you speak of?
Akbar is a powerful devil, the god of destruction, that this cult is evidently trying to invoke and bring back to Arx. It would be blasphemy to allow this act to be perpetrated, and a total disaster for every living being on our planet.
Yes, here. Listen to the next bit. This evening I shall contact the Nodin to ask for their help.
The Nodin?
The Nodin is the dimension which regulates the existence of gods. They maintain the universal equilibrium by preventing an imbalance in the power of gods.
If Fallon really had been able to contact the Nodin, it is possible they may have sent an emissary here to stop the coming of Akbar.
An emissary?
These emissaries are creatures of pure energy when they are on the Nodin. They are sent to cut off the energy channels which might drive the gods out of their dimension. I have heard amazing tales of emissaries who have the strength of 100 men, or who can perform the highest forms of magic. Others who are invincible. These emissaries are called guardians.
Somewhere in the fortress is a cult which recites impious prayers to a fragment of a meteorite made entirely of a material called koltk. This rock is said to have come from the place where Akba was born. Normally, this substance is indestructible. In truth, Velnor, only a guardian of the Nodin could destroy this meteor.
How could one of these guardians stop the incarnation of a god just by destroying a piece of rock?
It is the impious prayers of the priests and their hideous sacrifices which are focused by the meteor. It provides a channel of energy for Akba, who, when he has gathered enough, will be able to complete his incarnation in Arx. If that happens, destruction and suffering will be unleashed upon us. We must find and destroy this meteorite at any cost.
How shall we find this guardian?
I have a fragment of koltk in my laboratory, which may be of great assistance in finding him.
Let's be clear about one thing. We know that the cult of Akba has a great presence in Arx, and that it is gaining power. Luckily, we were able to stop Urzog, the cult's high priest, before it was too late. But other worshippers could still invoke Akba. We must find this famed guardian of the Nodin as soon as possible.
In addition, the war with the Ilcids is very troubling, Majesty. What should we do about it?
Carlo, we need a solid plan of defense. I fear the worst. Nobody knows exactly what these Ilcids are or who commands them. Guards, bring me the fragment of koltk. Shigar, while our army is facing the Ilcids, we will need your help to find this legendary guardian. I cannot deny that this task will be harsh and lengthy. In fact, we have no idea what the guardian will look like, or even if it is already among us. But I have faith in your capabilities.
Here is the stone, Your Majesty.
Good. Put it on the table. Take this stone, Shigar. It is a small thing, but the Guardian is the only one who is capable of destroying this fragment of meteor. Above all, take great care. Great heavens!
Welcome,
Surprise.
Guardian. Allow me to explain your next mission. You know the rules of the Nodin, the dimension of gods and demon princes. No being of power is permitted to leave this dimension, but Akba is preparing to invade a world called Arx. A group of his followers is presently trying to invoke him. You know that this must not be. We cannot fight Akba from here, for we can impose nothing on the gods. So we shall send you to destroy this cult which worships him, and without the adulation of followers, his power will diminish to acceptable levels.
I shall destroy this cult, Master.
It will be no simple task. For this mission, we shall confer upon you a specific skill to allow you to destroy the cultic rock which is linked to Akba's power. It is impervious to mortal attack. This rock is the source of the problem, as it channels the energy given by Akba's followers. Soon, Akba will have enough energy to enable him to complete his incarnation on Arx.
I understand, Master. Will I have a contact in Arx?
Your contact died during the transmission of his message. You will have to find your own way when you get there. This is extremely troublesome, as the shock of the passage is disastrous for a Guardian's memory. You may be disoriented for a while before your memory returns and you recall this conversation. But there is no other way. Prepare yourself. You are about to be transported. I will bring you back when you have completed your mission.
But that means that Shigar is...
The Guardian. It all makes sense to me now, and especially his constant desire to help others. I am honored to meet you, Guardian.
Touching this stone has enlightened my mind. I was sent here to stop the coming of Akba, and I must act without delay. First, I need to gain access to the secret temple. There I shall destroy the stone by simply touching it.
May the wisdom of the Nodin guide you, Shigar.
Don't let us delay you further.
Whoosh. That was quite something. Yeah, I remember that bit of exposition. Well, that is to say that I remember it being quite something. It's kind of... Story makes more sense to me now than it did last time, but I will say I do remember that the audio mixing being particularly off in that little video there, which still is. And also combined with kind of the animation oddities, which I don't remember happening last time. But there we go. Made quite a bit of progress. What does the... Now I should find a secret way into the Temple of Akba and destroy the meteor. Well, that is kind of broad, isn't it?
I could have drunk a bit more yesterday.
But I think I'll leave the episode here for now, and then we'll continue on some other time. And see what's what. I'm not really sure where even to begin. Maybe just speak to some people? And then maybe head back down? I guess. Right. Anyway, so I'll thank you for watching and hope to see you next time. But for now, farewell.